I'm Chris Knight, and I'm a portrait photographer based in New York City. This project is a little bit of a love story to New York, and so I wanted to kind of pay tribute to that a little bit. You know, there's a series of images created by Gordon Parks in the theater district, and there's this really great image of a couple and they're stepping out in front of a theater, and I think that was kind of what launched this whole project for me creatively. And I wanted to kind of build an entire fashion portrait editorial, kind of like a date night at the theater. We are in such an exciting time for larger format systems. If you were shooting on a medium or a large format film system, you know it just takes so much more care and time to kind of work through the process. A large format system wasn't the kind of camera that you would gravitate toward because it just made your life a little bit more difficult. And that's just not true anymore. Even though for some of these images I did go into Times Square, which is a relatively bright environment for New York, a lot of these images were actually shot on side streets in the theater district that at the moment are pretty empty and pretty desolate and not that particularly well lit. So I'm shooting in very low light. A lot of these images are backlit. In several of them, my subject is moving. Shooting wide open, shooting in backlit situations with other people constantly walking into the frame, I was still able to get a huge number of hits. The ability to open up to 1.7 has just been such a luxury. Not only does it allow for exposure in lower light situations, but it also gives me the ability to create just really amazing separation between my subject and the background. And it feels a bit more organic, and I personally really like shooting with that. So having spent some time with this lens, I really like, from a narrative perspective, just being able to kind of step back a little bit and include a bit more of the environment in the images. I think it makes the storytelling a bit more effective, and so this lens really allows me to do that in a really convenient and still kind of beautiful way.
The 80mm 1.7 is special, and I can't wait for the next chance I have to shoot with it again.